What's up, gorgeous? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Denisha. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if this is not your first time here, welcome back, because we love a repeat. So as the title says, I'm just doing a quick little get ready with me. I took my shower last night. I did a little temporary hair color. Get into the copper. The color is called Copper by the brand As I Am. And it cost me like $11-12, but it's not bad because for as short as my hair is, I know I'm gonna be able to do the temporary color a bunch of times. Sorry, my brush just fell. So yeah, I'm giving myself like 20 minutes. My makeup look is very, very simple. I already have on sunscreen. I got my ring light right here, so I'm gonna be looking this way. So yeah. Yeah. So I got some chapstick on, but I'm not gonna lie, I like to have my liner on when I'm doing my makeup. That's just me. I like to do my lip sometimes first. I saw somebody online that said they like to do that too. I was like, okay, I know I ain't the only one, because I don't know, sometimes I just like to do my lip first and just work around whatever my lip is. So, but I'm keeping it very simple for my makeup look. My makeup look is always very simple. I feel like I'm the type of person, less is more. Less is more for me. I feel like the more I do, the more sometimes my skin will act up like, now girl, you know I don't need all that. Or sometimes I feel like I look clownish. Okay. All right, we got enough primer. And my sister put me onto this primer. It's the Ruby Kisses Poreless Primer. I recently just started using it and love it, love it, love it down. I'm just such a drugstore makeup type of girly. I just feel like I don't believe in paying a buku amount of money for something. It's just not a part of my ministry. I wish I would have got a napkin. Low key, let me get a piece of tissue real quick. Hold on. Okay, that was real quick. So yeah, I just want to get some tissue real quick because on my lips moisturized, but I don't want them like super oily. Okay. And I'm gonna let that lip liner dry. That's another hack that I found out recently. All right, let's get into these brows. Get into the brows. Y'all can still see me good. Okay. And I just cleaned up my brows recently. One of my tricks that I do for my brows, I honestly just tweezed them. I've gotten my brows, girl, threaded, waxed, tweezed. I mean, razor. Like when I was going to get my taper, I would have my barber at the time, whoever my barber was at the time, I would have them like clean my brows up with the razor. And that'd be like good and, good and clean. But I don't know. I used to like waxing, like back in the day when you would get your eyebrows waxed for like, girl, it used to be, I remember it used to be $7. I'm aging myself, but yeah, I remember back in the day, getting your eyebrows waxed used to be very, very inexpensive. Like now, I'm sure getting your eyebrows waxed is up there. Probably $20 or more. But girl, I just felt like I'm putting myself through too much unnecessary pain, and I I don't have that much eyebrows. Okay, not at all. So I just tweezing myself, and my key is that I like to do my eyebrows at night because I feel like, you know, when you first get your eyebrows done, that inflammation, I'm not trying to be looking inflamed. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. I ain't trying to be looking all puffy and, you know, I know some people who eyebrows have done that. They eyebrows all red and puffy and shit. Now your eyebrows all puffy and red, looking inflamed for the rest of the day. Mm-mm. Girl, I like to do mine at night so that way I can sleep on them. If I need to add a little aloe vera to it to help with inflammation. Sleep on them, wake up, and they be looking exactly how I need them to look every time. Every time. And as you can see, I'm just going through doing my little uh just color correcting already, and I just go in with the HBIC LA Girl concealer. This concealer used to be $1.99. Baby, I think this concealer is now $3-4. I think they doing a 2 for $5. Last time I checked, used to be $1.99 at the beauty supply store. But I digress. The color is beautiful bronze. Of course, this is my color. Anytime I try to go and do another color, honey, I get humbled. So this is my color, and it blends to perfection. And I honestly feel like this is my summer and winter color personally. Now that it's starting to get cooler outside, you know, now it's fall time. Girl, not that it's fall time, so yeah. But this color right here blends in perfectly. I don't know why I ever was trying to use a different color. But yeah, I'm gonna stick beside her. But two for $5 ain't too bad. It ain't too bad. But once again, when it used to be $1.99, you see what I'm saying? Inflation, capitalism, crazy. But yeah, so I'm just going in with my color correcting. I'm just going in with my brush right now, just to kind of, you know, make it real light, make it real light, and spread it out a little bit. I'm using this little bitty brush, but I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender just to kind of pat it in some. Yes. Girl, look at that. Flawless. Flawless. Okay. And then one underneath the eye. And I'm gonna get to the eyebrows. I usually do my eyebrows first and then get into all of this, but I'm trying to make sure I'm not gonna be rushing. So did the color correcting first so that can just kind of sit for a spell. Boom. I look awake already. Sorry, one of my lashes was trying to get in my eye. All right, and then for my brows, I keep my brows very simple. I just go in with the a chocolate. Girl, I didn't use this so much you can't even see what the name of it was no more. But it's just a dark brown beauty supply store eyeliner pencil. Sometimes I'll get the one that comes with the sharpener, but I keep a sharpener on me, so that ain't nothing. And I feel like the ones that come with a sharpener, girl, that thing be trying to hurt me because I've lost that so many times in a purse, or it didn't came out in the purse, and I'm like, girl, where is this blade at? I almost injured myself just to have a sharpener on me. So yeah, and then from my black liner though, sorry, I have to clean this out a little bit. For my black liner, honestly, I get this one. This one is by, what's the name? NK Makeup. It's just the auto lip one. So this is the one you don't need a sharpener for. You just do like that and then put it back in. This is how I like to have my black liners personally. That's just me. Black liners, I like to keep them like this because it's one thing to need a sharpener for my brown liner. You know what I'm saying? But the black liner, 9 times out of 10, I'm taking that black liner and I'm putting it in my purse. So I need that to be ready to go at all times. So we're just doing some light feathery strokes with the brows. Like I said, I just cleaned my brows up, I think last night, if not the night before. So they already in formation. They already look good. I'm just filling them in so that way they look even better. And then I love my mirror because it's 3 different type of views. So it's like the spanned out view. It's a smaller, like zoomed out view. So it's like 3 different type of mirrors in one. So I can kind of get into the details of my brows, if that makes sense. And sorry if it's loud. I live next to a park. Baby, them kids be out there playing so hard. It's so funny to me. But I like living next to a park. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. That's just me. Them kids be out there playing so hard. I be laughing at them sometimes. I just love the kids like to still go to the park these days, man. With all the technology, it's just good to see. Okay. And so I'm just brushing mine just a little bit. Now this one right here is looking darker than this one. On here is looking darker. Let me see. See, it's not bad right now when I bring it over here. Honestly, my face look good. I can go like this, not slang. I could if I wanted to. Okay, so I'm not tweaking. It just looked darker right here. I look fine where I'm at right now. Okay, cool. All right, so we got the brows. I need to wash my makeup brushes after today's event because I had on makeup for Halloween. I went to Salinas and I'm literally doing the same look. I'm literally doing the same look, but I'm just adding highlight. I didn't add no highlight for Selena's look because Selena's look was a very 90s look. So yeah, so we got all that in. I'm just gonna go in with my concealer real quick and get underneath the brows. That's one thing I learned from, shout out to Diera. I like to watch makeup video tutorials, especially from the girlies that have the same complexion as me. At one point in time, I used to just watch makeup videos just to like watch them, and I realized, girl, like if you want to actually try these products, you need to go with the girlies who gonna be the same complexion as you. You know what I'm saying? So I know Diera been in the game a long time. And she has a very similar look that I kind of like. I like a very simple look. Now she gets lashes done. I don't wear lashes, but I just like a simple beat. I think the only other thing that I kind of do that a lot of girlies are not doing as much is I love highlight. I love a 2010 type of makeup look. Like yeah, bring the highlight, baby. I like a nice glow, nice highlight. Okay, when I do my makeup. I like to keep it simple but glowy, if that's a way to describe it. But I know Diera was saying she only puts concealer underneath her eyebrows. And I absolutely love that because she's like, well, you're going to put on foundation anyways. And I'm like, you know what, girl, you're absolutely right. That way you don't over conceal your eyebrows and now you looking crazy. Okay? So eyebrows are got the concealer underneath it. I just blend it in just a little bit. And then I also like to keep my eyelids, they're naturally dark. I like to keep mine pretty dark, just so it look like, ooh, she did an eyeshadow. Did I? you know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't, but okay. Eyebrows are done. now we're just going in with the actual, like, you know, foundation of it all. And then the foundation I'm using is the cream foundation by Ruby Kisses as well. This is the mini contour palette. It's probably cost me like $6-7, and it's very similar to the Black Radiance one. If you know, you know. This one is just, again, it's cream. So I love to use, as you can see, that middle one. I've been using that middle one. I use it all over my face and it melts like butter. Okay. That middle one with the LA Girl Beautiful Bronze. Okay. All right. Don't say I ain't never told y'all nothing. Now my sister been putting me on. She been doing makeup much longer than I have. I feel like I get the basics of makeup and everything. It just took me a while to find the products that work for my skin and the products that was gonna work good together. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my biggest thing. I'm just like, I just want to make sure all my products are gonna work good together. I used to love a liquid foundation, but I just really feel like the cream foundation just really does it for me, and it gives me more of an effortless look, a more satin look. And if I wasn't using this cream foundation, one second, let me get this together real quick. If I wasn't using the cream foundation, the foundation I was using before this one, I was using, again, my sister put me on to this Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define in the shade F16. This right here, oh my gosh, Makeup Revolution, I love you so much. Y'all are so slept on. Makeup Revolution is so slept on. It's a full coverage liquid foundation. If you're looking for a satin finish, this is it. And it smells really good. Like, to me, if you know, you know. This smells like Mary Kay. Your grandmama, mama, auntie, whoever used to do Mary Kay parties, this smells just like Mary Kay foundation to me. And also, too, Mary Kay's foundation is slept on as well. Full coverage, great foundation, especially if you are a dark skinned girly and you don't want to spend a lot of money, but you want a good full coverage look. Baby, I'm telling you, if you have a family friend or you know somebody to do Mary Kay, do a makeup party with them. I'm telling you, that Mary Kay foundation. And that's another way how I learned to do makeup too. I got invited to a couple of Mary Kay parties, and honey taught me how to beat my face. And again, this was more of that 2010s type of beat, which I really, really like. I'm not too much on the liner though. I'm not a liner girly. I tried it. It's not my steez. I'm not a liner girly, unfortunately. I'll try it again later on, maybe, but I don't necessarily need it. I like the way I do my liner right now. Just keep it simple, not necessarily like the wing of it all, you know. Okay, let me make sure I got a little bit. Yeah, almost done. Okay. Trying to get some underneath the neck area, just so it's blending well. My brows look amazing. I did a great job. Okay. And then, of course, now it's just time to do my bacon and set in my stuff, which again, Makeup Revolution, banana. As you can tell, I've definitely used this. Look how much is left. But yeah, it's Makeup Revolution in the shade banana. Now, if you're not as If you don't have yellow undertones like myself, then you could probably get away with just the plain one. But yeah, I genuinely like this one. If you have yellow undertones, you might like this one too. And then I just go in like this. I put it on my blending brush again, or my little thing like this. I got a whole pack of these just because I feel like those blenders was just a waste. And when I finish with my makeup look, I throw this away. So I use it as much as I can. I put it on my hand just a little bit like that, and then I go underneath my eye, and I go all the way from my nose to basically my hairline, like that. I'm literally almost done. All I gotta do is do my lip, put my highlight on, eyeliner, and just, that's about it. Like my makeup is very, very simple. But I love these products. I love drugstore products. I don't care how much money I make. I'm probably gonna still be rocking freaking Good Molecules and Makeup Revolution, and heck, if I find somebody that works for Mary Kay, baby, I might go back to give me a Mary Kay foundation. I'm telling you. I just feel like I'm very much a stick to what I know. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. A little bit more. And I will say I use a lot of this over my whole face because that was a problem I used to have where I wasn't setting my face like I should have. And it would make me look very oily. Like I would be oily very, very soon. Okay. Now I'm gonna do a little concealer. All right, my alarm just was gonna start going off. Now I just also take the darkest part right here, and then I just and a little bit goes a long way with this one. Just patting, patting, patting. Exactly. Now this one I'm still patting it in, so not too much on me. Hold on. You can already see it though, given the shadows. And then we're gonna go under that with some. And I really don't like to contour my nose, but I will just go like that just to give it some definition. Just to give it some definition, I will go like this around my nose. You probably really can't see it. I can see it. Yeah, just a little. I love my nose. I'm not trying to be, keep it very Negro. Okay, exactly. So then go like that. And then I actually have a piece of paper right here. That is another way I've been doing this with my baking. And of course, I have to get my eyebrows because my eyebrows can get really oily as well. My skin in general can get really oily with makeup, but okay. And then with this part, sometimes I'll just go onto my eye, keeping it a little dark. That way it looks like I got a smoky eye and I really ain't even did too much. I'm just putting a little bit of that product on my eye that's already dark. Ooh, cute. All right. So then we're done with that. And then, only other thing I have to do is go like here just to define that chin a little bit. I define my chin. All right, and then almost done. What do I need to do next? I need to spray my face. I'm gonna put a little bit of my highlight on. Once again, Makeup Revolution. And the color, it's a Skin Kiss highlight in the color Peach Kiss. Like I said, my sister really put me on to them. I love Makeup Revolution. Like, love them down. Great products. Great products. Let me see it. And I get a lot of compliments on this highlight. Sometimes I used to mix it with the Black Radiance highlight that they had in their contour palette, but mine expired, so it was just time for me to let that palette go. And I just replaced it with the Ruby Kisses one. So I'm just putting my stuff up right now. I'm not putting on any lashes again. I'm going with some eyeliner. Again, I learned this tip from De'Ara. Even though I'm not wearing lashes, I still like to go in on my waterline. You can see the difference already. I like to go in on my bottom waterline with the black. The brown eye girlies, it really makes your eyes pop. Okay. We already got our lip liner on. And then for the mascara, I got this from Ulta. It's Tarte Man Eater, which I love the song Man Eater by Nelly Furtado. If you know, you know. And so I'm actually like really love this one. I like to wipe my brush off a little bit, because this one just built it up. It's a cute little travel size one I got for my birthday at Ulta. But I like this. I like Man Eater. It eats. And then I just go through. My natural lashes are so long. I just chose to really invest in my mascaras again than to invest in lashes personally. And you can see the difference already. Look. This one has mascara, this one doesn't. But my lashes are pretty long, so yeah. And we're almost done. The bottoms, of course. Okay, and then get this top one. All right. I love this mascara. Yeah, the key is definitely wipe the brush off a little bit, because I was just getting an abundance of product and it was making my lashes look clumpy. So, yeah, I like to wipe mine off. Just a bit. Try to make sure I get all the lashes up. Ooh, she is gorgeous. All right. And then I put my highlight on already. I was gonna put my lip on. The lip is, I love Milani. I love Milani's lip. This is in the color 67 Matte Confident. So yeah. And then I got another matte lip by them too. It's a liquid lipstick. But I like this one better, because if this comes off, it's easy for me to just put my lip liner on and put this, put this on. And it's so smooth. It's so smooth and hydrating on the lips. Okay. let's clean this up. Just to get some of that extra off, and then go on top of this. Okay, and then hold on. I don't wear my red as much, but when I do wear my red, I do wear my red. And then I'm just gonna use this side and try to blend out the lip. Looks good. As you can see, I used almost every side of that. So when I'm done with my makeup, I just fold up my paper. This is my paper. I just fold up my paper and throw it away. It's an easier cleanup method for me. Bow, makeup done. And then last but not least, Makeup Revolution 16-hour and 16-hour mattifying setting spray in the color Infinite, or sorry, it's called Infinite, but this is actually the sport one. I just poured it into this one, but this is actually the sport one by Makeup Revolution, which I love. I feel like I didn't get enough on this side. Let's see what we got on time. Okay, it's like 4:20, so I'm gonna be having to leave out. All I gotta do is literally put my shirt on, put my coat on and my jewelry, and then for my inner corners, I'm literally almost done. I did great on time. And then for my inner corners, what color do I want to add? And then for my eyeshadow palette, this is the Fenty one I got back in 2020. It's the Moroccan Spice one, the Moroccan Spice palette, which it's damn near still new. I barely touched this because I really don't use eyeshadow like that, but what colors do I want to do? I think this is one of my favorite colors. What's this one called? This one's called Moroccan Ice. Let's see. It looks white, but it comes up like a iridescent, like purple. And then I'm just gonna go in with like the mix of the brown and gold. Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, that just came out really good. I don't even use that color often. It came out great. Ooh, all right. Ooh, look at that. That's fun. And I just mixed the colors Casablanca, Desert Baked, and Marrakesh. Marrakesh. The Marrakesh I barely use that one. And that one is like, girl, she's the main character with this one. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes. Look at that. I just brought it all together. Hold on. Okay, Marrakesh, we don't have to start using you. Lip looks great. You see what I'm saying? Very glowy. Very glowy. Yes, yes, yes. And then I'm just gonna hit it one more time with some setting powder. And then we're done. And I'm gonna put my shirt on. Okay. And I'm gonna put all my stuff up. Make a bag. Jeez, get in there. Everybody wants to fight me when it's time to go in. All right, there we go. Yeah, and I'm washing these makeup brushes like a factual. I've been meaning to do it, but I didn't want to wash these makeup brushes when I knew I was gonna have a look to serve for today, and my makeup brushes weren't gonna be dry. And of course I got one of these that I use. I'm just gonna put that to the side. Put my liner and my lipstick in my bag. And let me put my shirt on real quick so I can show y'all the look, the fit. Yes, it looks so cute. Oh my gosh. I'm geeked. I usually don't put nothing on my nose, but I like that. Alright. And I'm just opting for this Janet shirt. I was gonna tie it up, but it's actually sitting real nice. I washed it a couple of times, but I got this cheetah belt on, so I'm like, I kind of want to show the belt. Let me see. Yeah. I think I'm gonna tie it up in the front. Let me see. I was just watching hacks, some tie-up hacks on freaking Pinterest. I think I got it. Hold on. Yep, I think I got it. Yep, I got it. Yep. Cute little Janet t-shirt that I got from a Janet Jackson concert. I think I got it for free. Did I get it for free? I think so. You see the little red. Yep, the cheetah belt. And then I'm just gonna tuck it like so, like that. Looks cute, looks good. Then get into this coat. I've been looking at this coat for a minute. This is the Janet Cruzman or Guzman. Sorry, I can't. It's a collab that she has with Fashion Nova. Don't know who Janet is. That Janet. But honey, Janet know how to make her a mean coat. Shout out to her, okay? Nice trench. Look at that. With the cheetah belt. And then boom. And then I got my booties downstairs, so yeah, this is the look. I'm about to go ahead and add my accessories and stay tuned for the rest of the video so y'all can see the concert and everything.
Welcome to CFP Banquet Hall, Alcorn Premier Stage since 1962.